So this video will show you how to make a graph using Google Spreadsheets. So the first thing you have to do is be in your Google Spreadsheet application, and you'll have your data table with your data that you've entered from your lab. You're going to make two graphs for this lab, one for lab part 1 and one for lab part 2. So the first thing you'll do for lab part 1 is highlight the data table, and then you go over to Insert Chart, which is this icon here. And then it brings up a list of options of different types of graphs. So the kind we're trying to make today is comparing. So we're using a column or a bar graph. You could have the bars go vertically or horizontally for this. It's up to you as far as what you want to do with that. And then your graph preview shows up here on the side. Now we have our checklist to make sure we have everything required of our graph, and this is not complete. The title's not good. There isn't a label on the y-axis, and there isn't one on the x-axis. So if you go to customization, you'll have a place to type in your title. So this could be conduction lab, hot washers, and cold water for our title. And then you can label your axes. So the horizontal axis for this would be the x-axis, so that's the materials that we used. We can change that to be left vertical, which would be the y-axis. And for this lab, that would be temperature. You can also play with some other options, colors, background, and so on. So let's say we're good with our graph. Then you click Insert, and you can drag your graph around. And you'll notice we have our label on the Y, our label on the X, our title, our key, and we've gone up by 20-degree increments. And you can see our washer temperature, our control cup temperature, and our test cup temperature.